Welcome and welcome back to my channel. It is your girl, Goddess of Love and Truth Reacts, coming to you with another reaction video. This video, if you haven't subscribed, please be sure to click that subscribe button, click that bell notification for all so that you never miss an upload. And for my returning subscribers and viewers, thank you guys for your continued support. I truly appreciate you all. Welcome and welcome back to the channel. Make sure y'all like, comment, share, and subscribe. All right, you guys, we're going to get into this video really quick with Dr. Boyce Watkins. He's given some details that a lot of people probably have forgotten about. I know I forgot about some of the things, but I didn't have a problem, and I don't have a problem with Kendrick Lamar doing the Super Bowl, performing the Super Bowl in New Orleans. I don't understand why Lil Wayne, Nicki Minaj, Birdman, and all of the rest of them have a problem with it. It's never been the impression that if the Super Bowl is in one city, a certain city, that whoever the main rapper or the main artist is in that city performs the Super Bowl. It's never been that way. Never, ever, ever, ever been that way. And the Super Bowl has been held in New Orleans multiple times. Lil Wayne, Nicki Minaj, Birdman, none of them had any problems with it before. But now that another brother, a black man, has a say-so of who performs, has the deal where black people can now start performing during the Super Bowl, they want to bring ruckus. You know what I'm saying? When I say all skin folk ain't kin folk, prime example, like, this is crazy. When before it was somebody of color that had the say-so, there was no issue, no complaints. But now someone of color has the say-so, they want to complain about it. And I don't believe that Jay-Z did it like to offend Lil Wayne or anybody in New Orleans for that sake. Because even the other Super Bowls that he have had a say-so over, the performers are not necessarily from that city. Usher just performed at this Super Bowl this year. Usher's not from Las Vegas. Like, when has it ever been said that whatever city the Super Bowl is being held in, that someone from that city has to do the Super Bowl show? You may not be up to par to do the Super Bowl show. Some of your music you may not be able to play because it's not welcoming to households. Super Bowl show is broadcasted on TV. Families are watching it. You know what I'm saying? Everybody don't listen to all your music. And Lil Wayne, yes, he's a good artist. He's a great artist. But his music is not appealing to everyone. I don't even listen to his music. I used to listen to some of his music back in the day, but now that I am older and I'm growner, I'm just not into that music anymore. You know what I'm saying? I'm not knocking him for his music or who he is, but Lil Wayne hasn't even changed. You know, he was a doped up person back then. He stays doped up now. Even when he came on here and did this little pitiful, woe is me, I'm not getting to be able to perform, he was doped up then. Like, I never been to his concerts, but even his fans say that when he's at his concerts performing, he don't even remember the words. He don't remember the words of the song. He be mumbling, da 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 da. And then he's been booked at several different things where he doesn't show up. He either doesn't show up to perform or doesn't show up to the rehearsals. He's not a reliable person. And then he's still on drugs. Your money, your music is all about bad stuff. You know what I'm saying? Stuff that's not somebody that don't want their kids. It's not kid friendly. I would put it like that. If you're going to be performing at the Super Bowl, your music has to be kid friendly. Is all of Kendrick Lamar music kid friendly? I don't think so. I don't know all of Kendrick Lamar songs, but from my knowledge, the music I have heard from him, it's about uplifting black people. Why wouldn't you want that out there at the Super Bowl? He's trying to uplift our people and bring our people together. Lil Wayne not trying to do that. Lil Wayne sat there and said Black lives didn't matter. He said Black lives didn't matter. He made a song making fun of the Till. I can't Lord, why I can't think of this boy name. Y'all know who I'm talking about. Emmett Till. That's his name. I'm sorry. Emmett Till. He made a song about a young lady, what he would do, and talking about her face would look like Emmett Till. Like, that was the craziest, excuse my language. Well, I'm not gonna even cuss. I almost cuss, but since I caught it before I did, I don't even have to say excuse me. But that was like the craziest mess ever. Like, who does that? Who does that against their own kind? Again, all skin folk ain't kinfolk. But I'm gonna stop talking and I'm gonna let y'all let Boyce Watkins give y'all some information about what he feel as to why Lil Wayne wasn't the best decision for this show, for the Super Bowl show. And I agree with him. I agree with him wholeheartedly. All right, let's get into it.
Out of the gym, because you know that health is wealth, and if you lose your health, you're gonna lose all your wealth trying to get your health back. So let's exercise together every day. I wanted to make a quick comment about the economics and the power of performing at the Super Bowl. Artists want to perform at the Super Bowl because it's a big brand builder. It's a multi-million, maybe multi-billion-dollar stage, and I get it why artists would want to be on the stage. Right now, I saw that Kendrick Lamar was selected to perform the Super Bowl, and people were surprised that they didn't select Lil Wayne and Cash Money Records as kind of the main performers. And they're very talented. They're very good at what they do. They produced a lot of hits. The downside, unfortunately, is that they kind of represent an era that a lot of black folks are leaving behind. A lot of black people, they don't want to be in the trap. They don't want to get shot up in the hood. They don't want to sort of relive and celebrate and glorify the trauma. I remember Lil Wayne having a song where he said, "I'll take your girl, I'll make her nut for me, then slut for me, then kill for me, then steal for me. And of course, it'll be your cash. And then I'll murder that bitch and send her body back to your ass." And when I heard that, I was very disappointed. I think that extraordinary talent that he has could be used for so many things other than something like that, right? And then, of course, there's some people that are mad about things that Wayne has said about Black Lives Matter. And I think we're moving past these days. I think we're getting to the point where people, when they see some, rapper who's half high, half drunk, half don't give a damn, doped up on white people fame, doped up on the money, doped up on record label validity and disrespectful to the community, a lot of people don't like that anymore. I remember in 2013, I worked with the family of Emmett Till to kind of address, and Stevie Wonder helped us, and Jesse Jackson and all that, because, Lil Wayne had made a terrible lyric about Emmett Till. And he said, if I have sex with your girl, her face will, her vagina will look like Emmett Till's face, or something like that. And I thought that was just beneath the talent that he represents. And I think that this is what people are remembering. It's really everybody. Everybody's kind of saying this. So my position on this is, look, it's what's happening, in my opinion, is that, if you notice, Kendrick Lamar is about 15 years after Lil Wayne. I think Lil Wayne started to blow up in the late 90s, early 2000s. Kendrick, in my view, he came more so on my radar around 2013, 2012. He was around before that, of course, but that's really when he, I think, really began to really emerge. Maybe it was earlier than that. I'm not going to debate that. My point is to say that I think Kendrick represents the new era of black people. I think Kendrick represents what we want to be instead of what we used to be. I think Kendrick, maybe Wayne comes out of the era of trauma and mass incarceration. When I listen to his latest song.
So I'm going to pause it right there from what Boyce Watkins had to say in regards to Lil Wayne. You can go to his Instagram or his Twitter to catch his whole response and what he had to say. So now what I want to get into, I'm going to play you guys a clip of Lil Wayne today where he looked like he's still on that stuff. I don't know, allegedly. He looks like he's still doped up and on that stuff. And this is where he's acting like or saying that he's hurt that he didn't get picked for the Super Bowl, and then he feels entitled, feel like he should have been picked for the Super Bowl. After that, then we're gonna play a clip for some years later and let y'all see how he feel about Black Lives Matter and Black people in general. All right, you guys, let's get into it. And then here's the video. I'm just gonna play. Well, I don't know. I may or may not play all of it of what Lil Wayne had to say. If anything, he should have just came on here and congratulated Kendrick Lamar, not come on here feel entitled like somebody owe you something, like you supposed to perform at the Super Bowl. Like, really? Really, dude? Like, really, he needs to come off of it. And he seemed like he on them drugs right here. Let's get into it.
Forgive me for the delay. The delay on, just the delay. I want to say I had to, first of all, I had to get strength. I had to get strength enough to do this without breaking. I must say thank you. I must say thank you to every voice, every opinion, all the care, all the love and the support out there. Is your words turn into arms, and it held me up when I try to fall back. That hurt a lot. You know what I'm talking about? It hurt a whole lot. I blame myself for not being mentally prepared for a letdown. And for just automatically mentally putting myself in that position, like somebody told me that was my position. So I blame myself for that. But I thought that was nothing, I thought that was nothing better than that spot, and that stage, and that platform in my city. And so it hurt. It hurt a whole lot. But y'all are fucking amazing. It made me feel like shit not getting this opportunity. And when I felt like shit, you guys reminded me that I ain't shit without y'all. And that's an amazing reality.
Yeah, I'm gonna pause it right there. So yeah. Anyway, I really expected for him to not say anything, or either come on here and tell people he appreciate them, saying that they wanted him to perform, but at the same time he want to congratulate Kendrick Lamar. But that's not what he did. He came on here for a pity party, and he really should have shut Nicki Minaj and Birdman down. Like, Birdman is one of the worst persons that have ever crossed him. You know what I'm saying? He did him as well as the rest of them artists that was under Birdman, did them wrong, took their money, did all types of stuff to them. And now he want to fuss about something. Like, dude, you need to come out about all the stuff that you did to Lil Wayne. You even had the audacity to try to get him unalive. Like, are you serious? Like, people kill me. They cannot stand each other, but they could come together for some BS. Like, that's crazy. But anyway, I'm gonna show y'all those the other videos of what he was saying about the Black Lives Matter as well. But I don't understand why they're making a big deal of this. Like, this is crazy. This is not bringing us together. It's steady pushing us apart. Just like even back when when slavery was here. That was the same thing. People always used to say, well, why they didn't fight back? Why they didn't fight back? Well, they did. There were some slaves that fought back, but you had some people that would go against them and tell. Like anytime they try to rebel or try to come up with a plan to try to take over to free themselves, you had some other black people that would go and snitch them out. So when they tried, they was conquered because they already knew they was coming. Like, it's crazy. It's always been that way. Always been that way. We for some reason we just cannot come together. We cannot come together, and it's crazy. I just don't understand it.
Thought on Black Lives Matter.
What is it? What do you mean?
The idea was that there's this movement called Black Lives Matter, thinking that the rest of America didn't seem to understand that Black Lives Matter.
It just sounds weird. I didn't know that you put a name on. It's not a name. It's not whatever. It's somebody got shot by police for up reason. I am a young, black, rich. If that don't let you know that America understands Black matter these days, I don't know what it is. Don't come at me with that dumb man. My life matter, especially to my.
Do you separate yourself from it?
I don't feel connected to a damn thing that ain't got nothing to do with me. If you do, you crazy. You connected to this flag, right? Because I'm connected. I'm a gangbanger, man. I'm connected.
He ended our interview angrily.
I'm a politician.
What's your reaction to Kaepernick's protests?
Now, does it sound like a person that should be on the Super Bowl in broadcast it in the households to families to children? He said, "Don't nothing matter," but that flag to him, he a MFing gangbanger. Wow. OMG. But he think he should be entitled to do the Super Bowl. All right, let's get into this other part.
Yeah, going right back again to this man.
Hold on, let me.
Decisions. Politician.
What's your reaction to Kaepernick's protests?
Yeah, going right back again to this man. The man and his decisions, man. Respect the man and his decision. That's all I can do. I have no opinion on it because the things I'm not into it enough to even give an opinion. So when he did it, I really didn't even know what. Somebody had to tell me why he was doing it. That's how much I didn't know what was going on, and I kind of still don't. So somebody had to explain to me, like, he kneeling because of the Black Lives Matter thing and because of and all that wave or whatever. That whole wave just went by me too fast for me even try to even give an opinion. So I just was like, oh, okay. That's what's happening.
So you're a deep thinker in these issues.
Mm-hmm.
So step back from all of it. I know this is a very broad question, but where are we in the United States of America in race relations and what you see from day to day in your life?
Skip, they wouldn't want to ask me that. They wouldn't want my answer to represent it because God knows I have been nothing but blessed. My whole path, these 33 years have been nothing but a blessing. I have never, never is a strong word, I've never dealt with racism, and I'm glad I didn't have to. And I don't know if it's because of my blessings. I don't know if it's, but it is my reality. So I would have to say, not only did I thought it was over, I still believe it's over, but obviously it isn't.
So you've never experienced any offensive behavior from any other color or?
No, sir.
Wow. But you are blessed.
But you see what's going on, even in your city, New Orleans, with Alton Sterling.
Yeah.
During Katrina, the officers that killed those and ended up in jail. So I know you say you're not paying attention to it.
Yeah.
But you see some of the things that's
what's going on.
Right.
Yeah. As far as an opinion on what's going on, I mean, of course, we all want somebody to figure out what's going on first and then put a stop to it or try to put a stop to it. Everybody come together and figure something out, and maybe just coming together is the solution. But we'd have to do that first. And I Obviously, we have a bunch of differences. People feeling this way, people feeling that way. When you come to a person like me, my answer is always the same, man. My politics, my flag, my country, my nation, my world, all that is Reginae, Cameron, Neil, and his brother, Tony. That's it. That's my nation.
So he said it there, about coming together, but then he's letting everyone know that he's not for coming together, and then that's good. I'm glad that he's never received or had to deal with any racism. Everyone isn't that lucky. Even me myself isn't that lucky. I've had to deal with it. I've come across it, and I see other people that have to deal with it and come across it. But his motto is, if it didn't happen to him, it doesn't exist. So until something happened to him or his kids or his family, he doesn't care about it. But I'm sure that once something does, and God forbid if it does, because I don't want anybody to have to deal with it. But if it does, he's gonna run to the Black community. He's gonna want people to support him. Then he gonna be sad and sobbing, crying like he did because he ain't performing at the Super Bowl. If people don't stand behind him, why should people stand behind you when you're not standing behind them? He's selfish, and he's sitting up here telling us that he's selfish. Like, if it doesn't have anything to do with him or his kids, he don't give, I almost cuss, he don't give a care about it. I have to try to not cuss. Oh my God, because he make me want to curse. Like, this is just crazy. Like, and I know he did these interviews some years ago, but just listening to this again, it's making me like, don't even want to deal with him or have anything to do with him again. I knew he said these things back then, and I stopped listening to him back then, but then I try to give him his props because he is a legend. But you know what? He can go on with the rest of them. Like, this is crazy. But you feel entitled to perform at the Super Bowl. Like, are you serious? Even the white man, and I know it shouldn't even have no color to do with, but even the white man is sitting there like, what? Like, are you serious? Like, we have people that's not even of our race that understand what we go through and support us, but then you always have some of your own that go against you. Now, I'm not saying that all Black people have to agree with everything other Black people say. Like, no, and that's with any other race as well. You don't always have to agree with what they say and this and that there. But when it's something like this, when it's the truth, it's not like we're making up lies. It's not like we made up slavery. Slavery existed. It's not like we made up racism. Racism existed and still exists to this day. Like, are you serious, Lil Wayne? Like, you can't be serious. And he didn't care about what Colin Kaepernick them was kneeling for. And then Shannon Sharp even tried to reel him in as well. Like, well, you are aware of what's going on in your own community. And look what he said. And then his community and his people is what his people, like, for his Nikki them or whatever, trying to say, oh, well, he was slighted. He should have been performed. He don't give a damn about y'all. He don't give a damn about y'all. But y'all want to fight and fuss and start up some ruckus because he not performing at the Super Bowl. He don't even give a damn about y'all. All right, let me rewind it a little bit and let's get back into it.
It's Reginae, Cameron, Neil, and his brother, Tony. That's it. That's my nation. That's my flag. That's my world. That's my protest. That's my don't protest. That's my everything. That's all that matters, those 4 kids to me.
So go one level deeper with me. I remember one time I saw you after you had done a concert. I think it was in Westchester, different kind of neighborhood. But I asked you what the racial breakdown was of your audience. Do you remember this? And you told me the only Black face you could see in the whole audience was your makeup artist. I believe that's what you said. She was in the front row, right? A lot of white kids love rap.
Yes.
Explain that. What does that say to you? What's the message of it? What's the bigger picture of it?
I don't want to be bashed because I don't want to sound like I'm on the wrong if there is a side, but I thought that was clearly a message that there was no such thing as racism. That's what I thought that was.
Okay,
I thought that was a perfect example. When I look out and I come up off the stage, when I'm coming out the bottom of the stage of my show, when I'm on tour, and I'm in my stance or whatever, and I open my eyes and I see everybody. I don't have this type of crowd or that type of. My crowd has always been everybody, thank God, and that's all I can answer.
I feel him on that. It shouldn't be racism on either part. You know what I'm saying? Everybody should be able to come together and go to the concerts and everything and celebrate whoever they like listening to or whatever. So I mean, I can feel him on that. I can feel him on that. And it is. Everybody is not racist, but that doesn't mean that racism doesn't exist. And for you to just kick it under the bed, like under the rock, like it doesn't exist is a different thing just because it didn't happen to you. Like that still is being selfish. So you're saying because it didn't happen to you, it doesn't matter and you don't care about it. You're not standing up for it. You're not protesting for it. You have nothing to say about it. Like that's kind of crazy to me, especially when you're a public figure that you are and you feel entitled that you should be able to perform at the Super Bowl because a black man is over it and you black, like, and it's your city and it's your town. Like, really? Okay.
Do you think the younger generation, the millennials, do you think they're moving a little further away from the racism as opposed to where it used to be?
It's not cool to them.
Right.
It's not cool to them. It don't matter to them. And when it's so not cool that it doesn't even matter to them. You know, they're like, what? What? You know, they're like, what happened? And that's their response. That's the millennials' response to
But could it be that you're a musician, and obviously as an ex-professional athlete or as an entertainer, do you think they treat you differently? Although you are black, you are a prominent figure in the black community. Could that be?
That's why I said I'm sure it may be because of my blessing.
Right.
Yeah, I'm sure that's why my path has been different.
Right.
But I'm be first to one to say I'm sure that has a lot to do with it, but it also is the person that I am.
Right there, Shannon Sharpe again, trying to reel him in and trying to educate him and let him know. You know, I'm thankful that, you know, Shannon Sharpe is trying to open his mind and let him see, yeah, because it is like that. Sometimes if you are a celebrity or athlete, they will accept you, a racist person, I'm saying, will accept you just because they like your music or whatever, but they only accepting you for that time being. But if they catch you outside on the street or whatever, they ain't at a concert or trying to get your autograph or whatever, they're going to treat you just like the next one. A racist person. They will. They will treat you just like the next person that they have an issue towards because of their color of their skin or because of their gender. Like, it's crazy. It is crazy. And for him not to understand that, it's not that he don't understand. He don't care. He just sat there and told us he doesn't care. He understands. He just don't give a damn, you know? And I know, again, this happened years and years ago, but I just thought that I should bring it to the forefront because of the fact that he feel like he entitled and he's using the color of his skin that he should perform, that he using the color of his skin and because that's where he's from and because Jay-Z is the person that decides who gets to perform at the Super Bowl. But all these other years, when the black person was not over it and it's been performed, the Super Bowl has been held in New Orleans, Lil Wayne or his crew ain't came out and said nothing. They didn't say, oh, why y'all didn't pick me? And I feel like I got slighted and I'm hurt and I'm heartbroken and da-da-da-da this and da-da-da-da that. And then he talking about he's nothing without his people. Child, you just said you don't give a damn about these people. And it ain't the white folks that's coming out here, and let me not say the white folks, because all white people not racist. It's not the racist folks that's coming out here and saying, oh, you should perform at the Super Bowl. It's your same black people that's on your record label or had any dealings with you that you saying you don't care about because they not your kids. So you don't care about if they lives matter. but they want to support you. And really, to be honest, it's not even about you. They only they using his name because they want to get up there and perform. Birdman done tried to have Lil Wayne taken out, but he having something to say. Nicki Minaj don't support Lil Wayne. She could care less, even though she signed to him. She could care less. She want to get up there and perform. She only doing it because of the fact of her issue with Megan Thee Stallion and Drake. So Drake and Nicki have issues with Megan Thee Stallion, and she came for both of them on her song. And then the fact that Kendrick Lamar, which has nothing to do with Megan Thee Stallion, Kendrick Lamar came out and he got on Drake's head, stepped on his neck, and ain't released his foot yet. So Nicki don't like that. So she want to cause some confusion, and she want to say this and she want to say that, when everybody know, if you compare Kendrick Lamar to Lil Wayne, Kendrick Lamar is the better choice for the Super Bowl. He's not only just about empowering Black people. He's about non-racism. He's about empowering everybody. And he ain't no druggie. He has songs that he can perform that is accepted in the households. You see what I'm saying? It's not about just cussing and I'll shoot you in your face, I'll wet you. I got that from Kings of Coming. It's not a laughing matter, but it's funny that I just up and said that out the blue. But his music is not about that. You know what I'm saying? His music is about empowerment. It's uplifting. It's not saying, again, oh, he gonna take somebody out, or he gonna do this and he gonna do that. It can be played on national TV. But all right, you guys, I just want to show y'all this because Lil Wayne is a trip, child, and he feel entitled. All right, I'm gonna stop there. Yeah, so y'all heard it here. I think it's just crazy that you have some Black people that feel this way about Black Lives Matter. I mean, yes, all lives does matter, but like, to just go against saying that Black Lives Matter when you know the reason. If there wasn't a reason for people to say that Black Lives Matter, it wouldn't be said. You know, we're targeted because of the color of our skin. So that's why they started the movement. And he feel like he said, it ain't got nothing to do with him. It's with everybody else. But then when it come down to the Super Bowl, he feel like he's entitled to perform because he Black and because Jay-Z is over it. So you saying it matter now that you're Black, so you should perform at the Super Bowl? Because when it wasn't in the hands of Black people and the Super Bowl was being held in New Orleans, you didn't have a problem. You wasn't coming out with this sympathy party, this woe it's me. And then again, yes, Lil Wayne is a great artist. We can't take that away from him. We can't deny that from him. But he's not family oriented. I mean, he's not somebody you can put on national television for people to watch in their households with their families. You know, people choose to listen to his music, go to his concerts. That's a different thing. They're not choosing to put their children in front of it. Somebody said it on one of their videos. This is not the Essence Fest. This is not the festivals, the New Orleans festivals, or whatever festival they be having for Lil Wayne. This is the Super Bowl. This is something totally, totally different. And even when he did perform at the Grammys, or he had opportunity to do performances and everything at the Grammys, they stopped allowing him to come because he late. He don't show up. He don't come to rehearsal. Then when he do show up, he on those drugs. He got what's in his cup. You know, it is what it is. It is what it is. that stage is not meant for everybody. And I mean, sorry, not sorry. He wasn't a great pick for the Super Bowl, regardless if it was Jay-Z or not. But it just kills me. It's not killing me, but it's hilarious to me that you say Black lives don't matter, because if Black lives matter, you wouldn't be rich. Like, are you serious? Like, get your life, okay? But now you want to use the fact that a Black person is over the Super Bowl, so you feel entitled that you should perform at the Super Bowl because it's your city and it's a Black man running it, so they should put you in there. Like, get over yourself already. All right, you guys. Thank you again for watching. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Click that bell notification for all so that you never miss a video upload. Be sure to leave your comments down in the comment section. Like and share the video so that we remain in the YouTube algorithm and that YouTube pushes the video out for more people to see. Thank you again for watching. And as we always say, love, peace, and hair grease. Have a wonderful day. Smooches. Bye-bye.